The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Hey, what is up, YouTube fam? It's Dupree, aka Darth Hater, here with some brand new, fresh Star Wars news for you. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and also check out my last video because it greatly helps out the channel. So let's get into it. So apparently a rated R movie centered around Boba Fett was apparently in the works at Disney and Lucasfilm before it was scrapped by the studio. Boba Fett made his triumphant return to Star Wars universe in season 2 of Disney Plus's The Mandalorian. However, to the disappointment of many fans, the character's own series, The Book of Boba Fett, was not well received, and many felt that it didn't do the character justice. Rumors suggest that Fett would be receiving his own feature film in 2018, similar in style to that of Rogue One and Solo, as one-off spin-off installments. It was also rumored that Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny director JamesMangold will be the helm of the film. However, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy denied Mangold's involvement as of November 2021. In an interview with Josh Horowitz on the Happy Sad Confused podcast, film director James Mangold, who will be actually directing an upcoming Star Wars movie, revealed that he was working on a Boba Fett feature film for Disney and Lucasfilm that was a bit more mature than other projects in the franchise. Mangold revealed that he was in fact working on a Boba Fett film, but that it didn't follow the typical family-friendly space adventure style of other Star Wars movies. Instead, it was borderline rated R. He went on to say, "Well, at that point, I was doing it. I was probably scaring everyone, but it was probably making much more borderline rated R kind of spaghetti western, single planet spaghetti western." It is important to note that Disney almost definitely would not have released any Star Wars film at that time with a rated R rating, especially since it had been just over 5 years since they acquired the property. If this movie would be released, it would have probably been a PG-13 rating, but it would likely just have contained some mature themes and rated R elements. The Logan director then talked about what happened to the movie and why Disney decided to scrap it, specifically mentioning the Han Solo movie and its box office failure. He said, "The world would never be able to embrace Baby Yoda if I had made that. So because it didn't really belong in the world I kind of envisioned, but it kind of just in a moment of kind of corporate realignment after whatever happened with the Han Solo movie, they just suddenly decided they weren't making pictures like that, and I think the opportunities in streaming presented themselves." Mangold also added that it was a beautiful period of time for him, and even seemed to allude that he was greatly enjoying working on the project. However, he was not sure the movie would have ever seen the light of day, likely due to its almost R rating. He said, "Yeah, it was a beautiful period. I was just listening to Ennio Morricone all day, all night, and typing away. I'm not sure it ever would have happened. I'm not sure, but that was anybody's plan and what I was thinking about." It is important to note that Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy denied that Mangold had anything to do with the Boba Fett film back in 2021. She specifically stated that Mangold never worked on a Boba Fett story. And why was Mangold's Boba Fett film almost rated R? James Mangold had some experience in the field of making R-rated movies and franchises in genres where families were primarily target audiences. For example, even though his 2017 movie Logan was under the Marvel superhero brand, it's generally regarded as one of the best comic book movies of all time. Many fans will wonder what exactly Mangold had in mind for the movie that would have made it so much more mature than any other Star Wars project. Seeing as how Boba Fett would have been the main character, and due to the fact that many have always viewed him as one of the most ruthless bounty hunters in the galaxy, it is safe to assume the movie would have had its fair share of violence. Mangold described it as a spaghetti western, so it can be assumed that its theme and style would be on the darker, grittier side, similar to some popular western movies throughout history such as Tombstone and The Hateful Eight. Seeing as how Star Wars has never had a film in the rated R category, it is safe to say that Disney would have released this movie with a PG-13 rating and would have likely demanded Mangold make cuts to the film to make sure it didn't actually cross into rated R territory. However, that's not to say that it would have been on the border of being rated R, and it would have likely been the most adult movie in a galaxy far, far away. Yes, this article is very, very factual. I remember seeing those interviews with Kathleen Kennedy and James Mangold and everybody, and it's correct. Kathleen Kennedy did deny that James Mangold had anything involvement in the Boba Fett movie, and they did decide to scrap it after box office failure of Solo, and they scrapped all their movies at the point. They were going to make a Boba Fett movie, they were going to make an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, but as far as like the rated R of this goes, that movie would have been crazy. I talk about it in bits and pieces in other videos and clips. I might just have to go on and like tell you guys the whole script from what I remember and what I knew with the whole leak strip that came out a while back, a couple years ago. And you guys would have loved, trust me when I say you would have loved that whole movie. It was set up between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, actually right before and or during Empire Strikes Back. It would have shown Boba Fett hunting a certain Jedi. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know what you guys think about the fact that we almost got a rated R Boba Fett movie. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to tell you what would have happened in another video. And as always, if you guys like this one, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell to get notifications for all my latest videos. That would be great. Anyway guys, take care. See you in the next one. May the force be with you. Bye.